This
about
conference will now be recorded.
Yeah. Well, I truly forgot. I did not try to escape. All right. Any comments so far? Well, if not, then we proceed to next presentation. That's from Ingrid and Julia. Ladies, please present yourself and go ahead with your talks. The floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Mikhail, for inviting to make this information for society to share it. Maybe I will try to share my screen share somehow. Enter a screen share. Okay, now should be. I hope it is
Yes.
visible. Okay, so good day to everyone, and our talk will be, my talk will be together with Julia, and I will start it. Julia will then proceed. And this presentation will share just it's like information to show how the EO4EU project enable us to expand the service what Mikhail presented. I don't know, it is clear with my voice?
Yes, go ahead, Ingrid.
Okay.
I muted the participant who was creating echo.
Okay, thank you. I look on our participants and I see that most of us are well aware that there is no doubt that a part of our society is affected by pollen, and the pollen cause allergy symptoms, allergy reactions, and even the allergy illnesses. But numbers could be different in different I don't know, sources, publications, but there is also not the bad, but also good news that allergic reactions occur only when allergen from pollen enters the respiratory system. And this means that accurate information about presence or absence of pollen in the air can be worth to have. So one of the first tools developed by scientists and shared with the public was the patient high fever diary, which is well known in neurobiology, the society in patients organization, and this online platform where individuals can log their allergy symptoms and compare them with pollen concentration data from monitoring stations. By connecting personal health information with scientific data, users can better understand how pollen levels influence their symptoms and make informed decisions about their activities or treatment. Now this patient high fever diary operates in many countries across the Europe and is linked to the European pollen database. The platform is actively used and was very helpful for development of more advanced services and possibilities for the users. But first of all, I would like to present some points, some numbers about how Lithuanians active to use this patient high fever diary. We started from very beginning since 2009, and now we have more than 10 years. There are some users who is still using for 10 years. They are very happy about this service, but I would like to pay your attention on the um, big difference between 2009 and 17 and the increased number of users from 2018. This increase both regular and occasional users, and this growth is closely linked to the launch of new or expanded service and attracted more users. And this service, as you I guess already know, this is a PASIFO symptom forecast model, which was developed during the as a CAMS use case for the try how it works. Therefore, team from four scientific group worked on this, and now the model is under operation in this in space of EO4EU platform as well. Partly as was informed by Mikhail, and EO4EU interface data is used as part of the model of the model success. So this symptom forecasting system we called is this because it connect both the website visualization part and the mobile application. And I will start from the some website features. The website is useful for the especially starting users, where they can find more information about allergy, about other things, but the allergy symptom forecast model is or visualization from the model results is provided, and most one of the most using page of this website. And I will not stop for long on this website. You can open, and I also invite you to go to this site and find what can be benefit or for public health, for private services, for business, or for other possibilities. I would stop more about this mobile app and the use of the mobile app. The PASIFO is provide the possibility of personalization information to tailoring information or allergy symptoms forecast for each individual. Here on the screen you can see rows with 3 spikes during the which is following the pollen seasons in Lithuania, and there are spikes during April and May, where the birch and grass pollen season. starting, and then you can find a spike in middle of July. Usually it happens middle in July when the mugwort start blooming, and during the implementation of this patient high fever diary into life, we found that there are lots of people in Lithuania affected by mugwort, mugwort pollen, with what was not well known for Lithuania at all. So in the app, each of user can have two different types of information. This is a general allergy risk and a personal load. What is differences between what is the personalization benefits? In brief, is looks like this. The mobile app offers the general forecast for each of the user. You can find the same what is on the website, but in the app you can find also the load, which provide more information that is indicated what the grass, what the type of pollen you can expect at particular day at particular location. Here you can see Vilnius, and you can indicate your location with the very simple one click, or you can download location where you want, where the app is available. And in the third picture, you can see that their allergy risk is 0. In compare with the middle one, it means that the person use patient high fever diary and provide some information about their health and get the tailored users information for current location, which is based on their symptom entries via the high fever diary. And now this tool is giving people flexibility and let them control their health. What else is? Oh, sorry. This is differences. And what else should be mentioned that using this patient high fever diary is very convenient. In this app, it takes 10-15 seconds and you provide few information, few points on information, and this provide more valuable results that users can view personal graphs showing their symptoms history in relation to pollen exposure, and here they can share this information with the doctors or download for themselves for personal tracking for the future. Going to the end of my presentation, of the part of my presentation, I should mention that the app also includes other valuable tools like Silam forecast of pollen load, also library of allergenic plants, helping users plan their activities, vocation, and more. Going back to the project, thanks to the EO4EU project, the app is not longer limited to just Lithuania and Latvia, as You see, in 2025, we started in 2018, and now in 2025 we have multiple languages, and is used in possible use in several countries of Europe. It's already 14 countries in Europe, and allowing people to choose the language that suits them best. To summarize this information, that throughout the EO4EU project, we moved from serving in 2 countries to reaching users in 11 European countries and access them to have a more informed and more comfortable life from near to 5 millions to more. Now is reachable to more than 500 million citizens only in Pacific up possibilities. Yeah, so and the last my slide is that this expansion means more, and citizens can make informed decision about their health, avoid allergen exposure, and improve their overall quality of life. We are proud to have contributed to build more resilient, data-informed, and health society. So, now I would like to pass the presentation to my co-author, Julia. How we deal, Julia, you will share your screen.
Julia, you are muted. Okay.
Julia's part is about the...
Looks like she's frozen.
Yes, let's wait a few minutes, maybe.
Okay. Okay. Actually, there is a change in the presenter.
Okay.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Apologies for these technical issues. Okay, I'm Yulia Polomarchuk from Finnish Med Institute. Can you see the slide, or should I share my screen?
You should share.
Share. Okay. Okay. Just a second. Ваша презентация. Ingrida,
Yeah.
could you please keep sharing your presentation,
Okay.
because it seems
Okay.
like
Okay.
it's not my computer. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. 1 minute.
Yeah, just as a short introduction and maybe a comment in advance. I'm part of FMI a modeling team, but not a mask developer group. However, we are tightly collaborating with these guys. So what is Mask Air? A Mask Air application, probably quite many of you already familiar with this mobile airways Sentinel network application, which is designed to help for allergy and asthma sufferers. This application was developed by the huge international team, which is heavily based on the medical doctors, also with involvement other experts from different areas. The feature of this app, first of all, this is a global one. It's medically validated, and the data which are coming and collected within this device are used for the research as supported work, which actually helps to improve it and develop it further on. Within the, and what was mentioned, but also should be stressed once again that all user data are protected with all advanced security protocols. And in exchange to the personal information and reports of the users, they are getting the features. I will show you some of them later, to keep their self-management of their not only their symptoms, but also added value in this app. It's a country-specific catalogs of the available and licensed medication for that particular country. So, and this is quite a substantial difference from the Pacifo app described before, because the efforts were needed not only for the translation and like the interfaces and adaptation for the local languages, but bigger efforts to actually collect the form dedicated teams for the medical adjustment and collection of these catalogs. Ingrid, next slide, please. Oh, okay. As any other app, it has some included standard functionality where user can introduce all personal information. But on top of that, there is a quite long list with the visual analog scales, which requires or asks you to report your symptoms and feelings, not only in particular to your specific organs, but also how do you feel with regard to your daily life, how much it brings you comfort or discomfort. And it actually gives you a bit wider spectrum of user feelings and symptoms. On top of that, having possibility to introduce your medication, this app allows you also to track the evolution of your symptoms based on the treatment which you are taking. And also another positive thing which helps also to the medical doctors, that if patient is collecting regularly this information, it also can use as additional information for the healthcare providers, sending it in advance before the consultation with the doctors. Next one, please. Extra feature, which is geographically dependent for the users, for example, in Europe, not everywhere on the globe, but those users which are located in Europe, they do have this extra option, pollen and air quality information, which partly is using this Pacifo. Wait, previous one. Yeah, currently it's just the pollen index and the air quality index for this and next day. This information is geolocated, and on this particular case is not using the personal symptoms. So it's enough for those who are not or too sensitive to share personal symptoms can get with this app just information about environmental parameters in that specific area, which comes through these interfaces from EO4EU. Next one. Thank you. This is just to give you impression, the publication 2024 showing the general map of the mask app availability over the globe. Please keep in mind that we are talking about the full compliance with all medical possible options for those countries. And in green color for that moment, that it's marked the countries which were in discussion. However, during the course of this project, Ingrid, can you go next one? Yeah. For the Europe, the mask collaborators had managed to, to include 7 countries extra on board. They listed actually in the lower corner, left lower corner. What is on this graph? It's representing the actually timeline of the new coming users register into the system or enter into the system at least once for 35 European countries, and in green color marked those which were like newly added and just coming. Okay, it's a little bit difficult to read the number in general. So this is monthly cumulative population normalized growth of the newcomers to the application, starting from the first entry in the country. And we can see that the dynamics or like not so active as for now, but still quite in these new countries, quite comparable with many other European countries and users which are reporting or coming before this EO4EU project started. Okay, and next one. Actually, last one. A few words about the future directions. Collaborating with the CAMS modeling teams, Musk developers together with us are planning to introduce and to create global pollen index, because the global users do not have this information yet, and to integrate it later to the this new product to the Musk Air app, or maybe any other allergy affecting parameters which will be available from reliable sources. And using already created EO4EU interfaces, we can integrate it easily to this app or information from this app as well, using the same processing channels. And that's it from my side. If there are any questions, you are welcome to interrupt right now. Okay, if not, thank you.
So, any questions? All right. If not, then I think we proceed further on. Next presentation. So, folks, go ahead, please.
Okay,
Right.
hello everyone. I will try to share my screen. Content to share. Okay, what? It's not allowing still yet. Share screen. Okay. I will allow it to share.
You should be.
Yeah, one second. Just yes. Okay.
Oops. Looks like Laura has some issues as well. Okay, I think we then proceed further on. When she's back, then the presentation will go on. Actually, Lucas, should you, can you? Laura is back. Okay. Hi, Laura. Something happened?
Yeah, something happened with my computer. I will screen one more time. Yes, hello. Share. Okay, I hope that it's now shared.
We see something, not yet the presentation.
Yeah, I hope that you
Yes,
know.
yes, that's all right.
Great, thank you. So I will talk a little bit more about the forecasting and the EO4EU platform. And my name is Laura Šukienė, and together with my colleague Lukas Vaitkevičius, who will present in the second part, we will talk about the pollen resilience index and more about the allergy risk. And I will give you brief background about what it is, how it's like related with the early warning system, and my colleague will show you how you can reach it through the EO4EU platform. So this is quite familiar picture for today, and probably I will be the last one who will show it. And today mainly I will emphasize a little bit and talk about this second part of the PASIFO itself. It's something like additional options for those who are not wanted to give any personal information. I will talk about the pollen resilience index itself, like something not related with the personal or sensitive information, and going through the EO4EU platform directly and coming to the PASIFO website. So a couple of thoughts why pollen resilience index and how it's related with the allergy risk. Steps are coming from the PASIFO itself. As my colleagues previously mentioned, it was the CAMS use case for Lithuania and Latvia, and they're willing to express it more in widely the countries. It was the one step, and another step it was to make something related to the more suitable for index itself, and as well develop for the Europe whole and for the particular countries as well. So three main parts inside in this index. Mainly we usually talking about the allergenic pollen, about air quality, but we are not so thinking about the extreme meteorological conditions. And it all also was the main topic of the previously scientific projects to realize how to merge these three different parts into one index itself. So what is inside in this pollen resilience index? A couple of environmental forecasting data are coming in this index, starting from the pollen forecasting pollen concentration like alnus, alder, birch, grass, and mugwort, as well as air quality data. And this is something like air quality index itself, and getting most commonly air quality parameters like PM10, CO, SO2, ozone, or NO2. And from meteorological data, after a couple of scientific iteration, what we are doing with the colleagues and inventing the index, we developed together with air temperature and relative humidity, like previously used also in the scientific field, quite well known, like humidex index itself. So these pollen resilient index are coming through the EO4EU platform, and couple more things what is scientific point of view in this index itself. So it's like the max factor, and we taking a couple of indexes and merge in something unique. And for example, humidex index have the couple of scientific articles based on why it's necessary to use not only temperature itself, but for the heat waves, it's very important to talk about the temperature and humidity, like something the complex. And of course, we are talking about the persons who are sensitive to pollen allergens. So it is necessary to have the some thresholds of the pollen, and these main pollen types, what is most important in Europe or even worldwide, and European air quality index as well is developed for wider generation. And if we are talking about the persons who are sensitive to allergens, so we need to merge these quite important parts. So I will briefly talk a little bit about the website itself, because the pollen resilience index and pollen resilience index, it's not coming into application as you previously heard from my colleagues, but it's the index and forecast what is coming to the PASIFO EU website. And PASIFO EU website have a couple of parts of the forecast. So the allergy forecast, when we are talking mainly about the main brand of the PASIFO name itself. Then pollen forecast from Silam and Copernicus comes, and the pollen resilience forecast itself. So in this website, of course, website not for scientific purpose, but for the society mainly. And for this, there is most important topics about the health impact, like air allergens, pollen, air quality, what could be the solution for the sufferers, for the healthcare, for the business, of course, and the government. Some ongoing research, what is most important nowadays is coming. And this is website, it's quite the global one, because you can find the English language and most languages what we are dealing with the PASIFO application itself. So moving to the pollen resilience forecast, like the output of the EO4EU platform, and my colleague will show you step by step how it's born into the life, but this is like the output for the society, that they have the tool to go through and to think about. And this is like the map, and map it's quite suitable now, and everyone is quite familiar with the maps and can choose the time and to make some time step for what they want by themselves. So if just go briefly through it, there is for example just choosing the hours, we can see how the map is switching. And of course, we are getting from the EO4EU platform all the maps already generated. And it's very useful tool and the platform to make the huge amount of the data into something very special for the patients, very special for this society part what I'm suffering from the allergies. So this is the last my slide, because you are wondering about the second part of this our event, because we are talking mostly about EO4EU platform, and of course you can make your pollen resilience index by yourself in the platform as well, to look inside, to look how it works and try it. And there is a couple of video what we are also sharing in YouTube platform and under the name of EO4EU in YouTube, and you can just go step as well step by step and to familiarize with the platform itself and how it is used in the public health and what could be the benefit for the society in this case. So thank you very much for your attention, and I am ready for the questions if you have any.
Thank you, Laura. Anyone would like to say something? Don't see anyone, so we continue further on. Okay, Laura, you can stop sharing the screen, I guess. Thank you. So the next one, we are now moving to part 2, if I got it right. Yeah, we finished with the general introduction parts. We are slightly behind the schedule, but time for the workshop is reserved for 2 hours, so we still have possibilities enough to show all the details. So we are moving to part 2, and let me invite Kakia to speak next. Kakia, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Okay, please go
Just
ahead.
let me share also my screen. And, can you see?
Yes, we
Okay,
see it
perfect.
now. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. What I would like, thank you very much. What I would like to describe is the EO4EU platform that was already presented, and thank you for the introduction at the more technical, if we can say, part. What is EO4EU is a project just in general funded by European Commission that has three, if you can say, main goals: facilitating the retrieving of data coming especially from Earth observation, processing fusion and processing the data combined with fusion and ML techniques, and the delivery of data and the visualization in a more friendly way with the user. We have been compatible with Spire, Copernicus, Galileo, ECWF, Destiny, and GEOS. And why this platform has many, if you can say, challenges, and what are the main pillars? It was that we would like to create a data set from Earth observation data coming especially from Sentinels, from one part, from one-stop shop, if you can say. Think about EO4EU as one-stop shop. We are having a platform that, that as a user you have to connect with different APIs, you have to access different services in order to get data. EO4EU is one, if you can say, platform that consolidates everything in a way that is quite friendly, and with one account, with one user account, you can download data from different services, different Sentinels, Sentinel-1, Sentinel-2, and different data sources. It's also enhanced by a knowledge graph that provides you this, if you can say, unique and unified description. We are having a toolbox of fusion and processing together with machine learning techniques, and we visualize and we provide data visualization to the users in order to understand also the data and the processing by themselves. What were the main challenges? Of course, you understand we are having different data sources with different descriptions, with different accounts, that all these things being unified in one service. Data was quite fragmented from service providers, and also data are updated constantly, and you have to again to search and to find, and all this complexity were under EO4EU, the difficulty to find and retrieve relevant data, and of course the lack of downloading the output of the Sentinels, either because we don't have as a constant user, the space in order to download, or the if we're talking about, for example, for a lot of days and petabytes, usually users don't have the connectivity to download this data, to process their data locally, and of course to make the processing through the machine learning of this data. So this is EO4EU. I don't want to scare you. I think that the EO4EU has a data tier, and when we are talking data, this is the we are having a knowledge graph that harmonizes all the data descriptions and all the data providing services. We are having machine learning and fusion techniques in order to process the data, and this is also used for this use case and in order to create an allergy index. And we are having the visualization part. All the other things, of course, we're compatible with OpenEO API if you are quite familiar with that. And you can see also graphs and virtual reality for the users. All the rest part is the back end, is the hard workers, because everything has to be dynamically. We are talking with big data, so we're having a lot of processing and needs of all these things. So why a user should select EO4EU and why to use it? Of course, we are talking, as I said, as one-stop shop. There is no need in changing the APIs. You don't have to get again and again to search for the data, and it's a common space to retrieve this data. Another thing is we are providing to you the space, the infrastructure behind that in order to download and process this data, especially through the machine learning techniques. We are having a tool set of machine learning, and users can, if you're having your own processing, if you can say capabilities, you can upload your own processing capabilities and do it inside EO4EU. And of course, we are having AR, VR technologies, augmented and virtual reality technology. We're going to see a video about that. An example, a user enters to the platform, he would like to search some data sources, he selects different data sources, he creates a chain of action, a workflow, he uses all the data, all the models that are provided through the EO4EU platform, he starts the workflow, he gets the results, he visualizes the results. Another thing is he uploads his own data together with Sentinel, for example, data, in order to make a combination to create smarter, if you can say, processing and get the results and visualization. A user, he would like also to use not only his own data together with the Sentinel, but his own also functions or his own APIs, as the API, for example, from use case 1. So it is a possibility, this through the EO4EU. We are quite, if you can say, adaptive. He can start the workflow, everything is dynamically under that, which he gets the results and the visualization. He says also a template if you would like to reuse it again and again. And in our case, in case of Pacifo case, user doesn't want to just, because he would like to access EO4EU as a black box of something, that EO4EU can run again and again, daily or weekly, the same application. He wants, for example, to make a daily prediction, so you need to run everything again and again, and he creates something like a black box that you can just press a red button, download European air quality forecast, especially for use case 1, and this executed daily. This is our case that was already presented. And of course, the output of this data can be consumed and visualized through different APIs, mobile application as well, wherever the user wants. This is our dashboard, just to familiarize with your platform. It's a front end. You can see several things, what you can do. The data set, you can set the data, you can create a chain of actions, and you can visualize it either as a graph or as a map. This is what you see as a GUI user. This is the data set. I don't want to get you tired. Also, you can build your own processes. You can search with your own code or your own APIs if you want. This is a chain of actions. What you can use, it's quite easily as a drag and drop thing to put actions for special data sources and run a specific workflow. And of course, we're having data visualization, even if you're producing something that is like numbers. So you can create a figure of a graph or a line chart or a bar chart. You can use also the virtual reality or the augmented reality that you can see in space, like about the output of these use cases. And of course, we are providing a virtual reality presentation of glasses, the Oculus metadata, the MetaQuest, if you're familiar with that. So you can select your own data that you have been downloaded or you have been processed through our platform. You can see also in space, you can select it, and for example, this data, this is for example an example from a fire a risk assessment of an area. You can get it in space, you can zoom in, you can zoom out, you can check the data quite closer, you can add it for the means of a presentation in space, and facilitate with your, if you can say, own processing. This is offered through, as I said, from the Oculus MetaQuest technology. I don't know if this video has. Here is for example, here is a fire risk assessment. And another thing is that we are having also augmented reality that you can have if you're having any application or any map produced on top of your mobile. You can check in your through your own mobile application any data coming to your, if you can say, space. This, of course, data are in from Sentinel-2 that is close to a village, the scale, so that's why there you don't zoom in quite close to that. So this is the presentation of EO4EU, and I'm willing to ask you if you have any questions.
Thank you, Kakia. Anything from the audience?
Chat, there was a question from Monica related to the first part of our presentations.
Okay. Thanks, Yulia. Let me see chat. Okay, yes. How to maintain the patient's adherence? That's $1 million question, Monica. Thank you for asking it. Unfortunately, I don't have $1 million. I don't know. What we hoped for is maybe having simply more people aware about the apps and about the possibilities of PASIFO, and then just the same fraction of people who are adhering to the app will, just the number will grow. Because we do see that in both apps, it's the same situation. So whether it's organized in one way or another, global or European, we see the same situation. Only as less than 10% of people actually visit the app many times. There was a famous paper led by Jean Bousquet, the creator of the Mascare app, which is called that allergologists behave like patients. He figured out that, in fact, allergologists do not follow their own prescriptions themselves. When the allergy is going on, they know that it's good to take antihistamines further on, but they don't. They don't do it. So it looks like it is a feature of people, and we can try to make the app more versatile, easier to use, more informative. but I do not expect any dramatic changes in adherence. We can broaden the auditorium, and that's what EO4EU is doing. Then we will get more people with substantial numbers, and that's one line. And the second, actually, what I should probably mention as well, the information that people actually look into the app. That's what was shown by Ingrida. We see the same thing in MassCare. When pollen comes, more and more people download the app. They might leave within a day or two, but they did download the app. And this is by itself an information. We don't use it now. We screen out such people. We know that with very high probability that single day which they introduced, a couple of days, they are not representative. Most probably the numbers which they introduce are not representative to anyone, and it may be just a try, and all numbers can be 0, can be 100 or whatever. But the mere fact that the people downloaded the app, filled in the basic form, which is simple but still, it's an information. So there is a possibility for using that signal. We don't do it yet, but we are thinking how to do it. So something like this. But thank you for the question. It is very relevant, and it is one of the biggest headaches. Yulia, I see your hand. Please go ahead.
Yeah, just a quick comment. That first of all, we have to keep in mind that these type of apps, it's not for fun. It's one of the tools which are helping to take care of yourself. So meaning that the activity of the usage of such tools will highly dependent on the severity of the symptoms. And knowing such cases when the people cannot be well diagnosed during the years, find proper medication for that. I do believe that there are persistent users and they will grow more. Our responsibility is to keep it as much updated and accurate as we are capable to do that. We will never reach like some fun application auditorium, but for those who do really appreciate the things, and we can see from those highly correlated and long time reporting patients, that's a tool which helps you not only to collaborate with medical doctors and bring some added value for them, having these long-term records of your personal symptoms, but also to track your self-medication if you decided to escape visits to doctors. So just a comment.
Thank you. Thank you, Yul. Olga, I see your hand. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, hello everyone. Another short comment. We have noticed that if parents are reporting for their kids, then they are more, how to say, stable in this reporting than if someone reports for himself. So.
Thank you. Very relevant comment as well. Victoria, so we are starting the discussion already.
Hello.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm not sure if my camera is working because when I make it on, it's just black, screen or square. I'm wondering, probably I missed this information as I was not here for last 5 minutes at the screen, but how many users are already in Ukraine? Because I'm advertising it within my fallen forecast, but probably I need to broaden this advertising. I'm not yet did it, but it is interesting for me how many people are already joining this app in our country. Do you have this statistic?
We don't have this statistic yet, Vika, but what you can see on the web page, there are some dots on reports from Ukraine, but
okay,
yeah,
okay.
We will see later the statistics. Yeah,
well, towards the end of the season, we will make the overall statistics: who came, how many, what is the adherence. So that this all will be summarized. We're just in the middle of the season still. So a bit too early to...
Okay, thank you. I will be waiting. Thank you.
Thank you. So last but not least, I guess we proceed to the hands-on part, which will be technical. And that's what Anders and Lucas will drive you through. Guys, are you there?
Hello, yes.
Okay.
Yep. I think we'll start with the Lucas part, and then I will show more about the graphical interface.
Okay. Lucas, please say a couple of words about yourself. So let's not forget to introduce yourself. Thank you.
Right. I'm Lucas Itkevicius from Šveicė University, and I'm going to show a little technical demo on how to actually how the pollen resilience index is actually generated, the maps. You could say I coordinate the actual implementation integration with EO4EU platform. So we have these two maps currently, but for today I'll try making one for Finland. So we have these two workflows here on the platform already that are working on the current maps. I have a little cheated because there's some duration until the maps generate, so to not wait, I have some prepared, but I'll still make a new workflow, which I'll do here. So first I have a little bit of setup to get the API connection. Then there's the entire CAMS data script. Most importantly, the date, which operationally is updated automatically, but for now I just put it in manually for the demo. And then this script, all converted to base64 string, is embedded to the workflow. That's a peculiarity of our specific use case, which should show up here now. Yes, that's the new one. Right, I need a little bit more stuff. Next, there's a configuration file. Defines annotations on the map, graphical elements for customization. And that I'll save as a JSON file for myself. And then I'll go into the actual workflow with all the nodes. So I'll need a source, an output, and our use case nodes. Process node takes the raw data and generates actual index data. The maps just draw it. Just connect everything. And I'll upload my configuration file. That's it. This will actually start the workflow, and it will start working on processing the data and generating the maps. Meanwhile, on my API, I can list all the workflows I already have. When it actually finishes loading it, is, which was a lot faster when I tried it myself. Oh, there we go. Let's see, I don't need this as much. I can check the status of the workflow I just created. If I see that it's publishing, then it's still working on the maps. Showing it's already published. Just to double check that something didn't crash. Which probably perhaps did if I did something wrong. No? Okay, it's working in the background. So with my cheating workflow though, I can already check the content. Each workflow has its own storage content where all the data will go. So this is a list of all the maps already, but there's also the intermediate netcdf file, this one. So you could actually download just this one and customize your own map, but in this case, I'll just download them on the spot. And basically, we have a map, and this process could be repeated for any region on the map. Of course, I could annotate it more thoroughly. I only put Helsinki just for the demo. And that's about it. Maybe eventually it will finish the new workflow I just made.
Okay, thank you. So, Anders, will you continue or?
Yeah, I can do that. That was the plan. So what Lucas shows now is the usage through the API. You saw that there is a little bit of finagling to set up also within the graphical user interface, but you can also do all of this through the graphical user interface directly. So I should stop by introducing myself while I share my screen. Share, and you should be seeing the dashboard now.
Yep.
I am Anders Stangel. I work for the CLAM team as an IT engineer. And I've been dealing with our production flow, including the production flow of Passifo and our Mask Air production flow. So I've been setting this up. So when we are doing this daily, we are also doing it through the Python API, same as Lucas was showing, but it is also fairly easy to do through the GUI, and I will show. So this here, different search, this is the knowledge graph. It's a search engine for all the data, so you can find whatever data you want. There is a whole bunch of like different, if you want temperature data or whatever it is you want. For our purposes here, I would like the CLAM air quality data. You can select different data sources here. What we want here is air quality. And there are two. We have air quality, which is pollutants, and pollen, both for European. We click on one of these and we get to select some variables. Now, in the interest of time, I will not select all variables. Horizontal stride, this is just like resolution. 1 is the highest resolution. And you can select some region. That's since our Lithuanian friend did this for Finland. Let me mark out Lithuania here. Create a polygon. And set a date range. This is just a calendar. So we set from today to, I don't know, 2-day forecast. And we click generate script. Now, this here is, if I've been doing this with the CAMS data instead of the CLAM data, this would have been the thing that you sort of paste into the API script for it to know what data set to save. So we save this, and it ends up here. You saw that I made a couple of these earlier. And we select the data set we want to download or to use. We name the workflow, and we just create the workflow. See here that it has been created, which means that it shows up here. Should have shown up here. That might mean that my token ran out, so I will do this. And here it is, yes. That happens sometimes. And then we just do the same thing. This is the workflow creator. For creating maps, we have some things down here with extra functionalities, but for these purposes, this is before we do any kind of processing, we just want to download the data. So the data source, we don't have to add anything. This is already the data set that's shown up here that I created. This is already included in here. Data output, we don't need anything in between because now we just want to show the data output. I don't 100% know that this is actually necessary, but customer face is for showing maps and things. I always add it, it doesn't hurt. And publish. Now I see that we are running a little bit late, so in the interest of time, I will pretend that this is already done. And we go down to the File Explorer, and I click this one that I created yesterday, the exact same data. And from here is where all the data ends up. I actually did one data set for pollen and one for pollutants. Here, they end up with the name output.nc, both of them. And from here, and here's the metadata, just information of what it is you're actually downloaded. And from here, you just right-click and download file. And it downloads. Tried a few different ones. Same thing. Here, this one is a little bit larger, so it takes a little bit longer. There. And they all end up, you can do it with both. I've done this yesterday in case there were any technical issues. And just as easy as this is to do with the GUI, this is we can do it with the API. So from here, whatever data you need, and they have quite a lot of it, is worth it. Let's see now if I can stop sharing. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much, Anders. Any comments or questions? So now we are in the discussion stage. Well, discussion has already been happening, so if there are further comments or questions on the technical side. So as you can see, the platform can do quite a lot of things. It will take a little bit of an effort and some knowledge how to operate it. But yeah, that's the payment which we'll have to pay for the big systems of this kind. It requires some skills to navigate it. Any last minute comment or questions? Doesn't seem so. So I'm stopping the recording. Thank you very much.